Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live on this Saturday afternoon to get another Premier League weekend underway. And what a way to return to Premier League football. Manchester City and Liverpool face off at the Etihad, two familiar foes in title races in recent years, and both are looking to fight for top position after this game. What a fantastic way to get back underway after an international break. Let's have a look at today's teams. Manchester City have just one change from that 4-4 draw with Chelsea before the international break, as Nathan Ake returns in place of Josko Vardiol in defence. Erling Haaland is fit to start, but there is no Jack Grealish in the Man City squad. There is, however, a place on the bench for John Stones, who returns from injury earlier than expected. It's a depleted City bench, though, with only 6 outfield players named and 2 goalkeepers. This is the City team in full. Edison in goal. Kyle Walker, the captain, in a back 4 alongside Ruben Dias, Nathan Ake and Manuel Akanji. A midfield 2 of Rodri and Bernardo Silva, with an attacking 4 of Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, Julian Alvarez and Erling Haaland. The bench for City: Carson, Ortega, Lewis, Stones, Vardiol, Phillips, Gomez and Bob. Well, Jurgen Klopp welcomes back Alexis McAllister from suspension and Curtis Jones from injury, as he makes 2 changes from the team that beat Brentford before the international break. Darwin Núñez starts through the middle, fresh from a fruitful international break with Uruguay. This is the Liverpool team in full. Alisson in goal. A back 4 of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joel Matip, Virgil van Dijk the captain, and Kostas Tsimikas. A midfield 3 of Alexis McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones, with a front 3 of Diogo Jota, Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez. The Liverpool bench somewhat stronger than City, some would say, as Kelleher, Konate, Quansah, Gomez, Elliott, Endo, Gravenberch, Diaz and Cody Gakpo all line up on the Liverpool bench this afternoon. It's a fantastic matchup. 2 teams that have fought for the Premier League trophy in the last 5-6 years. 2 of the best managers in world football. And 2 teams that are yet to be tested massively this season. Manchester City against Liverpool. Kickoff is next. Good afternoon and welcome to the live audio commentary of Manchester City against Liverpool, and we are underway at the Etihad. Manchester City get us going. They lead the table at kickoff. Liverpool looking to overtake City and take top spot if they can get 3 points this afternoon. Here's Mo Salah trying to play a through ball to Jota there, but intercepted by Kyle Walker, who plays it back to Edison. Liverpool on the early press. City play nicely out of that. Rodri finds Phil Foden just inside his own half. Spreads it down the left. Silva. Now Doku. His first run at the Liverpool defence. Jeremy Doku working it into the box, playing it across. Matip with a clearance. Trying to play it out to Salah, but City retain the possession again. Break down the left. Doku again. Up against Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai on the cover. McAllister trying to battle, but no one can stop the run of Bernardo Silva. And luckily Liverpool get it away again from their point of view. It will be a City throw. An intense start from the home team. Looking to put it all on the Liverpool defence early on. Bernardo Silva and Jeremy Doku trying to keep the ball in play there, but last touch off a Liverpool player will give City another throw. It's a crisp afternoon here in Manchester. These 2 teams know what it's like coming against the other. Alexander-Arnold trying to break out of that City press and does win the ball and wins a goal kick for his team. to take the pressure off the Liverpool defence after about 40 seconds of intense pressure from Manchester City. Here's Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool captain. We'll go for that long ball forward, trying to target Nunez. Cleared away by Ruben Dias, and then a foul there on the Liverpool player, on Bernardo Silva. So it will be a Liverpool free kick 2 minutes in. Around about the halfway line, that. Both going for the ball there, Bernardo Silva and Alexis McAllister. McAllister just kind of eased over the back of Bernardo Silva there. Free kick to Liverpool. Well, as we expected, this is going to be an intense game. Both teams are going to go gung-ho for it, absolutely full throttle. Not going to leave an inch, not going to leave an ounce of energy on that for off that pitch. They're going to leave it all on there and give their absolute all this afternoon. Alisson, Virgil van Dijk, Curtis Jones back to Van Dijk. City intense on their press on the Liverpool centre-backs. Matip back to Alisson. On the edge of his own box here, Alisson being pressed by Erling Haaland. Goes wide to Van Dijk. Liverpool just taking their time in possession, composed. McAllister, nice touch by Jones. Spins away from his marker. Liverpool have space down the right, but Jones goes through the middle, trying to find Nunez. Lovely flick by Silva. Doku covered over there by Alexander-Arnold, who can recover for Liverpool. Well, these two have set up some cracking fixtures in recent history. The most recent one, City's 4-1 win against Liverpool here back in April. Here's Salah. That's Curtis Jones breaking through, but that's blocked off. Liverpool wanted a free kick there, but City come away with the ball. Here's Phil Foden. Foden running down the right. Lays it off to the overlapping Walker. Kyle Walker taking his time. Cuts it back to Foden. Now goes all the way back across to Manuel Akanji on the halfway line. Has space to run through. Plays it across to Rodri, who's a massive component in this City team. The 2 games that he missed, City lost this season. The only 2 games that City have lost this campaign in the league was the games that Rodri wasn't present in. City nice play here. Bernardo Silva now finds Doku breaking into the box. Salah coming deeper. Doku charged out. Akanji gives it wide again to Bernardo Silva. Silva with a cross, back post. Just a bit much for Haaland, but he will keep it in on the right. Here's Erling Haaland. Plays it across, takes a deflection, which actually helps out Liverpool in clearing their lines. Jones. Jota. Down the line to Nunez. Battling with Ruben Dias, and Nunez can't find another red player. Well, that's lovely tracking back there from Darwin Nunez, though. Winning it back for Liverpool. Szoboszlai. Tsimikas. Back to Alisson. Joel Matip. Charging forward, trying to break past Jeremy Doku, who's down the right-hand side. Does Matip, lays it off to Salah. And then back to Alisson again. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. Well, of course, this Liverpool new midfield, they've been told they can run for days, and that's something that Jurgen Klopp certainly sees in this team and wants. Clearly, it's one of his key philosophies at Liverpool is you have to run. You have to be able to do the running in the hard yards. Alisson under pressure. Goes for the long one through the middle to Salah. Salah takes a heavy first touch, and that allows Ake to make that challenge. Bernardo Silva will play it back to Manuel Akanji, who can recover for Manchester City. 6 minutes gone, 0-0. And it's a competitive, intense game with City dominating the ball early on, having more of the possession. Liverpool look composed when they're on the ball. Just can't seem to work it forward as much at the moment. But of course that time will surely come, I'm sure. Here's Edison. Ruben Dias. Missed it first time though. Made it the ball through to Akanji. Bit of ahead of him. Here's Rodri. Haaland made that run, but Rodri didn't go for that. Instead, give it wide to Walker. Infield to Akanji under the press of Curtis Jones. There was Manuel Akanji. Has to go back to Ruben Diaz. Now Rodri. Ake. Really good early possession from City. Stephen says, come on you Reds, YNWA. Says afternoon Kevin. Good afternoon Stephen. Here's City running through. Bernardo Silva, now Haaland. Battling with Alexander Arnold, and Haaland does keep it in. Flicks it back for Doku. Lovely skill. Doku in the box. Charged out by 3 Liverpool players, but they keep it alive. Rodri looking to switch it. Walker on the right. Can't take a touch. And just about keeps it in maybe. Actually, it just went behind for a goal kick to Liverpool there. But Alexander Arnold done really well initially to stay with Haaland, but lovely flick back by Haaland. Actually caught Liverpool out initially. Luckily, they had bodies on the cover. Matip and McAllister and Salah were all there. Kind of see Doku out of the 18-yard box of Liverpool there. Here's Virgil van Dijk. Alisson playing it out from the back. Liverpool. Alisson going out wide. Salah takes a nice touch. Deflection. Gets it to Szoboszlai, who just evaded him. Couldn't keep it in. Dominic Szoboszlai, who had a fantastic international break with Hungary, who qualified for the Euros next summer. Was heavily involved in a few goals as well, and you'll get Liverpool a free kick here. Trying to win the ball back. Was fouled so that by Jeremy Doku, so that will be a Liverpool free kick. McAllister. Van Dijk. Bursting forward, stepping into midfield. Van Dijk plays a poor pass. Gives it straight to City again. It's one thing Liverpool can't afford to do, is gift City possession. Already had quite a lot of it. But that's what we expect from Liverpool. Stepping in, taking the risks when it's necessary. And not afraid to go at City. I mean, we see what Chelsea did when they went at City. Got a crazy game. But City's home record is formidable. 23 wins this calendar year. Not a single point dropped at home this calendar year for Manchester City, which is some record. And something they could try and beat. A record they could beat this afternoon. But we'll see what happens. Alexander Arnold clears the ball. City pick it up. Rodri. Now Walker. Walker to Foden. Foden down the right. Back to Kyle Walker. Walker's ball's a bit miscued, but Foden does enough to keep it in. Walker. Now Rodri. Kanji back to Diaz. Now across to Ake. Bernardo Silva. Seems to be the Roman midfielder at the moment, Bernardo Silva. Picking up the ball in various different positions. Ake to Akanji. Back to Diaz. Across to Walker. Now Foden. City just comfortable and being patient on the ball. Rodri. Akanji back to Diaz. Now Nathan Ake. 10 minutes gone here at the Etihad. City in comfortable possession inside Liverpool's half. Just waiting for that moment. Foden tried to play a ball forward. Tsimikas on the cover. Back to Van Dijk and now Alisson. Here is Alisson under pressure from Haaland. He's given it away to Foden. Terrible from Alisson. Foden can't capitalise, but the Liverpool keeper was too casual there. But now Liverpool can try and break with Curtis Jones. Can't get his feet right. Jota tries to nick it. Does enough to get Jones on the ball. And then that will be out of play for a Liverpool throw. But Alisson's now shouting at his team to up the tempo. But it was him that gave the ball away. Alisson trying to fire it out wide to the left. And Foden on the press. Foden just standing there. Just picks up the loose ball from Alisson and tries to take the strike. It's difficult from that position. But luckily for Alisson, it was more difficult than initially thought for Foden. Alexander Arnold's through ball there is to no one. Straight back to Edison. Jurgen Klopp trying to tell his team to calm down. Stay composed. It's one thing they, as I mentioned, can't afford to do is give City, gift them possession in moments. Especially inside your own 18-yard box. As 9 times out of 10 they'll capitalise. City have a throw in on the left. Alexander Arnold's header there. Bernardo Silva throws it back to Diaz. Now Rodri. Walker to Foden. Back to Kyle Walker. Walker across to Ruben Diaz. Kanji in space, pressed by McAllister. Back to Diaz. Now through the lines and tried to find the run of Haaland there, did Julian Alvarez, but luckily Liverpool were quick to that one. Van Dijk. Alisson back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk plays the cute ball into the middle. Jota. McAllister. Now Matip. Matip with a long ball. Taken down by Jones. Looking to switch it is Curtis Jones. Headed out by Nathan Ake. Headed up the field, and that's good battling by Alexander Arnold, and wins the throw in off Jeremy Doku. A bit more there from Liverpool. Slight glimpse. Here's Joel Matip. Alexander Arnold. Back across to Van Dijk. Alisson to Matip. Heavy touch from Joel Matip. Puts Liverpool under pressure. And then the touch from Szoboszlai gives it to Haaland. Haaland back to Doku. Now Bernardo Silva. Doku on the left. Trying to get past Szoboszlai. Does cut inside. Doku to the back post. Tsimikas with a necessary header. Followed up by Matip. Taken down by Jota. Liverpool under pressure. Alexander Arnold will fire it long. One for Mo Salah to try and chase up against Nathan Ake. And Ake will see it out for a Liverpool throw-in. It actually worked out well for Liverpool, that, in the long run. But the many times City just be able to put a slight press on Liverpool and they kind of panic. Not as composed as I'm sure Jurgen Klopp would have wanted. But of course, Jurgen Klopp made the point this is still a growing team. But a growing team needs to show no fear. Here's Alexis McAllister. Virgil van Dijk. Stepping in again, finds Jota. His ball is deflected. That will be Liverpool throw-in on the left-hand side. Tsimikas to take. Throws it back to the halfway line for Virgil van Dijk. Goes back to Alisson. It is a tight game so far. Van Dijk, now Jones. Trying to break through, but well marked. But then he finds the ball to Tsimikas on the left. Here's Curtis Jones. Alexis McAllister. Jones. Liverpool patiently waiting because City have so compact in that midfield. They're trying to find their options. And they're passing lanes. So lovely from Joel Matip. What a run from Matip. Down the right is Salah. Salah with a left-footed cross. Flicked on by Nunez. What a save. And the follow-up from Jota is wide. What a save by Edison. I think there was a foul in there maybe. And Kyle Walker possibly. We'll see this again. Salah with an unbelievable cross. Left-footed. Whipping it across towards goal. And the flick on from Darwin Nunez. It forces a right palm save by Edison. Full stretch is the City keeper. And then Walker to head it behind under pressure from Jota. And that was a free kick against the City captain. So City will get the free kick inside their own 18-yard box. But really, really good moment that from Liverpool. Tsimikas clears his lines. Rodri under pressure. Jota wins it back. That's really nice. McAllister, lovely feinted ball to find Jones. Jones has got space to run into. Gives it to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai through. Darwin Nunez in the box. Oh, just challenged. But Liverpool starting to grow in confidence here. That's unfortunate from Darwin Nunez. Tsimikas trying to put the challenge in. I think he's given away a free kick. But that's another massive moment for Darwin Nunez. Beautiful from Liverpool in the midfield. Spot the space. Jones leaves it off for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai finds that run of Darwin Núñez through the middle, breaks past the City defenders initially, and just retreating in time as Ruben Diaz to pep it back to his keeper. What a kind of last minute or two for Liverpool. Two massive opportunities, both for Darwin Núñez. One forced a massive save and one forced a last-ditch challenge from a defender. Maybe the game's starting to open up now. 17 minutes gone at the Etihad. It's 0-0. Both teams having early chances. Long ball from City. Van Dijk with the first header. Haaland battling with McAllister. McAllister does well. Szoboszlai trying to play the infield ball to Jota, but that was well covered by Kyle Walker. It goes back to Edison. Rodri to Walker. Foden under pressure instantly as Phil Foden. He will get the free kick there of Kostas Tsimikas and Dominik Szoboszlai, both in for the challenge. So it will be a City free kick. I have to say, absolutely excellent. Well, Jurgen Klopp, the most wins against Guardiola rather than any other manager. 12 out of 28 meetings Jurgen Klopp has won against Guardiola. Rodri with a lovely ball out to the right hand side for Foden. Back in field to Walker. Bit of space for City. Walker with a switch ball. Out to the left to find Doku. Doku trying to get past Alexander-Arnold. Does well. Rodri. Jota with a clearance from that Rodri cross, but Liverpool can't get it away completely. City back in possession. Diaz. Kanji, sorry. Out to the left, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Alvarez. Now Doku. Nice interchanges from City. Bernardo Silva. Curtis Jones tracking back in his own 18-yard box under pressure. Almost gives away a corner, and Alisson just away gets past Erling Haaland. Luckily, that's lovely from Tsimikas though. And now he can burst forward for Liverpool. Jota on the break. He's got Núñez alongside him. Jota plays it into the middle for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai running through. Dominik Szoboszlai takes a slight deflection. That shot, I think there might be an offside in there. Yeah, I think Darwin Núñez was offside. He was going to recover the ball, but he was in an offside position, I think, when Szoboszlai took the shot. But this is nervy at the back from Liverpool. Bernardo Silva gets the ball stolen away from him by Curtis Jones. Jones just holds it inside his own box, plays it back to his keeper, almost catches his own keeper out to give away a corner. And then Erling Haaland on the press is inches away from stealing it away from Alisson and putting City one up. Living life on the edge, Liverpool. Taking risks to the very bare limit. To the bare limit, really. They're going full out. That's what we love to see. Okay. In the last 5 minutes, Liverpool have dominated possession. 68% of the ball to City's 32. And we can see what threats they can have twice for Darwin Núñez. We can also see at the other end what City can offer, even with less possession. With that counter press. Ake. Diaz. Brought down by Bernardo Silva. Now Doku on the left. Jeremy Doku. Kanji to Rodri. Now Rodri out to the right for Foden. Foden up against Tsimikas. Has to cut it back to Walker. Now in the middle is Akanji. Gets away from McAllister. Can't get past Szoboszlai. Really good from the Liverpool midfield. That's beautiful link-up play. And Jones is beaten. Now Haaland. Haaland has the ball. McAllister trying to put in a challenge. Does the second time. Doku keeps it. Bernardo Silva now. Game's starting to add intensity. Growing in tempo. Here's Doku. Akanji. Now Rodri. Diaz. City pushing further forward. Rodri. Liverpool closing ever deeper. More compact. Allowing City within the wide areas. Diaz. Out to the wide area. Finds Jeremy Doku. Chests it down nicely. Takes a nice touch up against Alexander-Arnold. Salah on the cover. Sees him out. Doubled up there. Back to Doku. Now Alexander-Arnold up against him. Has to go for it. Cross from Doku. Takes a slight deflection and bouncing around in there. Haaland was in there too. I think it goes wide for the corner. A lot of scrambling there. Jeremy Doku takes on Alexander-Arnold. Burst of pace. Alexander-Arnold can't keep him out. Alisson comes across after the Doku cross. Deflects off a Liverpool player. Then Haaland is in there. And then it takes another deflection off a Liverpool player for a City corner. Another frantic moment defensively for Liverpool. And then attacking areas for City. They take the corner short. Cross is blocked. Doku pressed. Liverpool trying to clear their lines. Through ball finds Salah. Salah covered over and will be fouled. So that will be a free kick to Liverpool on the halfway line. It's good from City. Good from City to get bodies back to not allow Salah to run through. Of course, they have history with that. Last season, Liverpool scored the only goal of the game at Anfield, which Mo Salah scored. It was one of those cracking runaway goals where he was one-on-one with the keeper for a very long time, but said he had that one covered off that time. Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai. Salah back to Alexander-Arnold. McAllister to Matip. Now Alisson. Halfway through the first half, and both teams have had chances. Both teams have looked frightened a bit at the back at times, a bit frantic, but Kostas Tsimikas on the press here. Edison has to fire it long. Somehow gets it off to Bernardo Silva, who heads it forward for Doku. Here's Ake. Now Rodri. Alvarez with just a bit ahead of him and does keep it in play. Foden. Although he didn't actually keep it in play, did Jeremy or Julian Alvarez there. Just thought he'd recovered in time, but he didn't according to the officials. It's been a real good start to this game. You know, possession's quite comfortable. Both sides are having a few opportunities. Both kind of defences look under pressure when they're on the ball. The pressing from both teams is absolutely top class. It's top tier. It's beautiful to watch. Van Dijk with a switch ball. Brought down by Salah. Takes it down nicely to keep the Liverpool possession. Matip fires one long. Run from Jones through the middle. Diaz defends it well. Measured that one perfectly. Rodri under pressure from two Liverpool players. Breaks away from Bernardo Silva now. Here's Jeremy Doku. Liverpool running back. Jeremy Doku working it into the box. Chops past two players. Cuts it across. Rodri. Now blocked was Julian Alvarez. City get back, or Liverpool get back. Akanji. Doku. Here's Nathan Ake. Bernardo Silva looking for the cross. Blocked by Alexander-Arnold, and that will be a City corner. Really intense now. It's one of those games where one moment it's kind of calm, composed, collected, just passing the ball about, slow tempo, and then it just kicks into gear all of a sudden. One pass, one moment, one move, one run kind of completely transforms the kind of phase of play into quite a frantic, dramatic, intense moment. And that's where both of these teams thrive in attacking areas. Corner for City. It'll be whipped in, it'll be high, and it'll be headed across by Szoboszlai. And it'll run out for another City corner on the opposite side this time. I think Szoboszlai should have left that for Virgil van Dijk, who was just behind him. Might not have got the call, who knows. Nevertheless, it's another City corner for Liverpool to defend. Erling Haaland loves a good headed goal. He's got quite a few of them here. Julian Alvarez over to take the corner. Ready for this one. Alvarez takes it short. Bernardo Silva at the byline. On the right hand side of the box. Back to Foden on the edge. Foden looking to strike it. Just kind of fizz right through to Alisson, who can clear his lines, but he can't clear it accurately. Gives it straight back to City. Ake Lovely run. Finds Erling Haaland! Erling Haaland! Absolutely unstoppable. One of the only teams he hasn't scored against for City. He's fine the back of the net. In a huge, huge game. A massive moment for City, who have been well battled so far. But when you have a striker with such quality, such accuracy as Erling Haaland, there's very rarely going to be another outcome than the ball in the back of the net. It comes from Alisson, making a mistake, can't clear his lines. Ake just spins through. Liverpool should do so much better defensively. And then Erling Haaland on the last line, working it into the box and just striking it past Alisson with the left foot, right across goal, into the far corner. It's a lovely goal. But it's one of those ones where it's very avoidable by Liverpool. But when you get your opportunities in these big games, you have to take them. You don't take them, you could end up ruining that opportunity massively. And City do take their opportunity and do take the lead. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. And that is his 50th Premier League goal. He's done it quicker than any other player in Premier League history by 17 games. He's done it in 48 games, quicker than Andy Cole at 65. An incredible, incredible Premier League striker. Absolutely unstoppable is Erling Haaland. And now Liverpool need to try and find a way back. Here's Salah. Plays it through. Nunez takes a nice touch. Szoboszlai wide, trying to cross it, blocked. And Ake fires it out for the throw into Liverpool on the right-hand side. Matip. Back to Van Dijk. Here's McAllister. Now Jones. Nice ball from Jones. Overlapping of Tsimikas. Cuts it back to Jota. Jota working it in the box. Well marshalled. And cleared away by City by Walker this time. Matip heads it into the midfield. Liverpool just not in control. Van Dijk there to clear it. Brings it down for Alexander-Arnold, who crosses it. Jota running through. Just evaded Diogo Jota there. That will run out for a goal kick. I think actually he's offside there, Jota, maybe. The flag maybe did go up. But they still look threatening, Liverpool, on occasion, but just can't find that final pass, that final moment. At the moment, yeah, he was ruled offside there, Diogo Jota. Well, we mentioned before the game about the strength of both benches. Liverpool would probably feel, coming into this one, they might have more firepower off the bench, more kind of unpredictability in terms of their players, with the likes of Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo. Ryan Gravenberch is an unknown entity against City. Harvey Elliott, who loves to add a bit of pace and energy into a game. They've got options, confident options for Liverpool off the bench that they can try and turn to if this game doesn't go the way they would have wanted, and so far it probably isn't. 30 minutes gone. City lead by a goal to nil. Inevitably through Erling Haaland, of course. It's crazy how we're in November of 2023, around 15 months into Erling Haaland's City career, and that is his first goal against Liverpool. Nuts that. It's one of the only teams he hadn't scored against prior to kick-off. And prior to that goal, of course, obviously. Here's City in possession. Akanji. Ruben Diaz. Under pressure from Curtis Jones was Diaz. Goes back to Edison. Calm, composed. Under control. Something that Pep Guardiola will be very happy with. Jurgen Klopp mentioned before the game, you know, you have to kind of disrupt them to have a chance. Akanji, nice ball to Bernardo Silva. Now Jeremy Doku. Liverpool need to hold on here. Jeremy Doku takes a deflection. Two City players there, but the deflection carries it wide for the corner. Phil Foden and Erling Haaland at the back post. Matip does do just enough. Gets a deflection off Joel Matip for the City corner. Puts Liverpool under pressure again. And they have 8 players back, along with their goalkeeper, to try and defend this City corner, which Julian Alvarez will take. Right-footed, out-swinging corner, fizz to the back post. Van Dijk wins the first header. Bernardo Silva trying to recycle it. Brought down nicely by Alvarez on the right. Foden. Reverse ball to Rodri, but has to go back to Kyle Walker does. Rodri pressed. Walker trying to break through. Jones just kind of walking alongside him there. Doku on the left. Back to Ake. Now Akanji. Here's Ruben Diaz. Through the lines to Bernardo Silva. Now Akanji bursting forward. Doku on the left. Doku trying to find it back to Akanji, but Alexander-Arnold intercepts, finds the ball to Nunez, and there's referees played on. Wanted handball there to City, but here's Darwin Nunez on the edge, finds Salah. Salah trying to cut inside, blocked off that time, cuts it across to Jota, blocked. Cleared away by City. Still not away though. Pressure continued from Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold down the right. Up against Foden, breaks past Foden. And the challenge will put it out for the Liverpool corner. I think that was Jeremy Doku that put that one out. But they wanted a handball against Darwin Nunez here at City. It looked close. I need to see a closer angle. That's quite far away. But it looked like it might have been between his shoulder and his arm. I don't actually have a clear view of it. But then the follow-up. Salah tries to take it in. City do get bodies in the way and stop the Liverpool attack from getting a shot on target. But they have a corner here on the right-hand side. Alexander-Arnold to take. Right-footed. Whipped across. Matip was almost there. Edison had to palm it away. Szoboszlai keeps it alive. McAllister. Now Tsimikas. Whips it out to the right. Alexander-Arnold, nice touch. Jones gives it away. McAllister wins it back. Tsimikas. Now McAllister. Liverpool on the halfway line. Left body's up. McAllister. Nunez flicks it on. Salah tries to take it down. Good defending in there by Manuel Akanji to kind of shove Salah out of the way. Ake has to go back to Edison. Under pressure from Nunez, but does well to play out from that. Really frantic moments here. The ball's not been on the ground for very much, but City have the possession. Press, lovely press by Liverpool. Here's Szoboszlai to bring it back. Dominic Szoboszlai trying to play it through. Nunez takes a strike just wide. Will be a goal kick. But that was close again. City a bit too casual there. Just trying to be too cute with it. Walker just plays it across, or maybe it's a Kanji. Actually, Kyle Walker it is. He plays it across. Szoboszlai intercepting. Finds the run of Darwin Nunez across and just dragged him a bit too wide, and Nunez fired it into the side netting. That was close again from Liverpool. The high press from Liverpool on the City back line. Thought it was going to reap rewards there, did Liverpool. Thought they were going to get a throw in, but City kept it in. Somehow. Kyle Walker on the right hand side. Rodri. Here's Ruben Diaz. Inside the last 10 minutes of the first half. City 1, Liverpool 0. Erling Haaland the difference, as he most often is. Bernardo Silva. Now Jeremy Doku. Doku on the left. Back to Akanji. Now wide for Bernardo Silva again. Seems to be getting a lot of this ball, Bernardo Silva. Seems to be the main creative force for City at the moment. Causing the most issues, it seems. Tried to nick it was McAllister, but that was stole away. Now Alvarez carries it forward. Foden back to Alvarez on the overlap, but a heavy touch by the Argentinian. We'll see it go behind for a Liverpool goal kick, but it was better link up again from City there. Foden and Alvarez, who have been involved All 4 City players have been heavily involved this afternoon. It's just poor that from Alisson, just in the build-up to the goal. Actually, I mentioned that kind of, what do we call in NFL terms, a Hail Mary pass, really. Alisson just tried to fire it up. Salah was through one-on-one again on the halfway line. Said he'd committed so many bodies. We've seen so many times before Salah doing that. Tried to go for that one, completely miscued it, and that's what set it up for the Liverpool, for the City goal. But that's the risks you take in football games. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Lovely from Bernardo Silva. Finds Jeremy Doku. Silva has been absolutely incredible in the City midfield this first half. Liverpool, if they're going to try and get back into the game, they need to do something about him. Here he is again, Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Back to Ake. Now wide for Doku. City possibly looking for another one before half-time. Diaz. Now Akanji. Rodri. Back to Diaz. Now through the middle is Akanji. Finds Bernardo Silva, trying to find the run of Haaland. Matip intercepting. Fires it out wide to Salah, linking up with Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's ball finds Nunez. Nunez taking his time, holding the ball up here. Finds Salah. A bit isolated there, Mo Salah. Plays it in field to Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the switch ball. Blocked off by Phil Foden, but Phil Foden's clearance is only good enough for a Liverpool throw-in on the left-hand side. Fiaz says Liverpool got to make a comeback. Well, we will see. It's been very little between the two sides, really. Both have had opportunities, both have had intensity, both have had possession, both have been comfortable in moments, both have been frantic in moments. It's been the fine margins that usually always sums up these games. It separates these two teams on the vast majority of occasions, the fine margins that splits them. That's been the difference already so far today. Matip. McAllister. Van Dijk now wide to Tsimikas. Back to Van Dijk. 6 minutes to go in this first half, plus additional time. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Well, Liverpool have won the most points from losing positions this season. 11 points gained from losing positions. The best this season in the Premier League. No one has even got close to matching that so far this season. So they know what a comeback can do and know how to conjure up a comeback, both with 11 and 10 men, remember, with Newcastle most notably. But this is a much more different animal. Manchester City. Foden. Now Walker. Walker out wide to Doku. Alexander-Arnold thought about going. Didn't go and actually benefited him. He won the ball back. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Blocked off by Ake. Cuts it across. Salah carries it forward. Liverpool breaking forward here. Salah finds Nunez. Nunez running into the box. He's got no options. Needs to find a runner. Needs to find someone. Cuts it back to Salah. Salah plays it in. Gets the strike, but I think Darwin Nunez was offside there, and he was called offside. Was Nunez. If he'd have stayed onside, Liverpool would have had a chance there. Yeah, he was just off there. Just took a should have held his run a bit longer there, Darwin Nunez, but another glimpse of what Liverpool can offer on counters. That front three are dangerous, especially that Salah-Nunez link-up, which has been very lucrative for Liverpool of recent times. But a more lucrative one is for City is Erling Haaland. Unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable is Erling Haaland at the best of times. Here's Edison, playing it out from the back. Tsimikas looking to press. Walker has to head it, but miscued it. Here's McAllister. Takes a strike from distance. Blocked. Salah picks it up. Salah feints the ball. Finds Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai with a cross! Just ahead of Diogo Jota. Tsimikas keeps it alive. Jones does nice. Here's Curtis Jones. Plays it across. Gives it away. Silva now. Lovely touch by Bernardo Silva. City have a 3-on-2. Jeremy Doku charging forward. Doku plays it forward. Alvarez cuts it across. Too far ahead of Erling Haaland there. And City couldn't capitalise upon that Liverpool mistake. And that Liverpool kind of frailty at the back. They had got very little bodies back. It was a 3-on-2 for City. Again, beautifully set up by Bernardo Silva, who's been outstanding for City in midfield in this first half. He's found the ball time and time again. He's been the free man. He's been roaming everywhere, picking up the ball in various different positions. He's been the main difference between the two midfields, given away by Curtis Jones. Rodri picks it up, finds Jeremy Doku on the edge. Matip trying to battle. Does well, does Joel Matip, the Cameroonian. A nice Salah, Jota, Nunez on the run. It's end-to-end football to end this first half. Here's Darwin Nunez. Got Salah and Jota in the box. Takes his man on Nunez, trying to cut it back. Last touch is off Darwin Nunez, and that will be a goal kick. Nunez can't believe it. But my goodness me, this game has burst into life in the last 5 minutes. Darwin Nunez, see this again. It does take a slight touch off Darwin Nunez last there, so it will be the goal kick is the correct decision. Wow, we're going to need a breather at half-time. 43 minutes gone. City 1, Liverpool 0. Erling Haaland, the only man who's found the net this afternoon. City have it at the back with Diaz. Edison, Liverpool on the press. Edison, lovely ball. Finds Bernardo Silva. What a pass by the Brazilian. And now here's Alvarez. Finds Foden. City looking to expose Liverpool again. Foden! Ooh, just narrowly wide. I think Alisson got a touch to it and carried it wide, but what an opportunity again. What a ball from Edison initially. Finds Bernardo Silva in the midfield. Then Alvarez carrying it forward, gives it wide to Foden. Foden up against Tsimikas, cuts inside, beats two players. And it was just fine in the bottom corner, but Alisson right across, palming it with the left. And out wide for the City corner. What a save by Alisson. Massive. He's come up trumps massively this season for Liverpool. 80% save percentage, this season, the best in the Premier League. Alisson on saves this campaign. He's made another one there. Julian Alvarez to take this corner for City. Last minute of the half. Whipped across. Flicked on by Ake over the bar. Just underneath the ball there was Nathan Ake. Couldn't get it down. That'll be a Liverpool goal kick. In this half that's been unstoppable. Incredible. And Jurgen Klopp frantically thinking on the bench what he can change, what he can fix, what he can tweak for this Liverpool team to give them the edge in the second half. Here's Darwin Nunez bricking forward, finds Salah. 45 minutes have elapsed. Szoboszlai all the way through. Big save by Edison. It caught everybody out and almost snuck into the net. Tsimikas. Curtis Jones. One added minute at the end of this half. Liverpool pushing, probing, trying to find that equalizer before the interval. Here's Alexander-Arnold. McAllister. Now Matip. Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool in the City half, trying to end this half strong and on top. The first half that you'd be splitting hairs to say who's the better team. After this first half, City have had the goal that obviously would confirm them the winners of this game if the 90 minutes had elapsed, but we're only halfway through. Alexander-Arnold taking the risk. Thought he'd given it away, but that is the end of the half. Didn't get the chance to go forward, and that is the end of a quite frantic, dramatic, unstoppable, intense first half here at the Etihad. It's exactly what we expected from these two teams, both going for it, toe-to-toe, in attack, end-to-end football, and attacking brilliance from Erling Haaland again. Half time at the Etihad. It's Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. Welcome back to Premier League Live this Saturday afternoon. It is half time at the Etihad. Manchester City leading Liverpool by a goal to nil. Erling Haaland, the difference between the two teams in that first 45 minutes. And that is only the first of 10 Premier League games this weekend to look forward to. 5 of them live on LFS this weekend. We have 5 3 o'clock kickoffs coming up after this game. Burnley hosting West Ham. Crystal Palace travel to Luton. Newcastle and Chelsea, a match up at St James's Park. What a game that is set to be at 3 o'clock. Forest hosting Brighton, and Bournemouth head to Sheffield United. And then we have 4 straight games back to back on LFS. From this evening and tomorrow and Monday, as Brentford host Arsenal in a London derby, the evening game tonight at 5:30. Then tomorrow a double header in the Premier League as Villa head to Tottenham at 2 o'clock before Everton, after their 10-point deduction of recent times during the international break, they host Manchester United tomorrow at 4:30 at Goodison. And Fulham and Wolves wrap up the Premier League weekend with a Monday night bonanza at Craven Cottage. Right, so half-time at the Etihad is Man City 1, Liverpool 0. So far, the stats are as follows. City have had 63% of the ball to Liverpool's 37%. Their XG, City, in the first half is 0.42 to Liverpool's 0.20. City have had 5 shots, Liverpool have had 4. City have had 4 on target, Liverpool have had 1. Liverpool have had 2 off target and 1 blocked, and City have had just the 1 blocked. City have had 5 corners to Liverpool's 1. Both teams have had 1 big chance. Liverpool missed theirs, City took theirs. City having more passes. Their passing arc is better at the moment. City 92% to Liverpool's 86%. Still very, very high in terms of that. It is quite good. The shots so far have been quite mixed in terms of that. Both the City goal, the XG on that one from Erling Haaland is 0.29, so based on XG, Erling Haaland would have scored that goal on average 3 times out of 10 based on that opportunity. Phil Foden had an opportunity. Doku, Foden had 3 actual shots in that first half, all of them on target, by the way. Doku had an opportunity, and then Haaland, of course, with the goal. Liverpool had a few chances, a few shots as well. One from distance from McAllister, that was a blocked one. A few in the box as well, Szoboszlai, Nunez, but the main one, of course, the Nunez header that was saved by Edison, and palmed it away. The Darwin Nunez, that XG on that header was 0.05. That shows how difficult that chance was to score, but nonetheless they couldn't find the net there, Liverpool. At the moment, it is still it is 1-0. City on course for their 10th win of the season in 13 games. Liverpool on course for only their second defeat of the season. At half-time, though, it's only the 11th goal that Liverpool have conceded, that Erling Haaland goal, this season. They're averaging at the moment less than a goal a game conceded. Let's just have a look at see what the table would do. Well, it wouldn't change positionally, but it would change in terms of points quite drastically. It would put City 4 points clear of Liverpool at the top of the Premier League table. It would put Liverpool under danger from the three below them. Arsenal, Tottenham and Aston Villa all would be within a point or 2 points of Liverpool and could all overtake them. Of course, Spurs play Villa, so that'll be a massive game, and Arsenal play Brentford. So Liverpool will want to avoid defeat at any cost, but of course this is one of the most difficult teams in the world to beat, and Jurgen Klopp will certainly know that at half-time. That is where we stand at the moment. There we go, Man City and Liverpool, the top two remaining at half-time, but City will have a 4-point lead on the rest of the Premier League ahead of any other games kicking off this afternoon, but that is all still to be decided. And don't forget, we have another Premier League game coming up for you this evening. Brentford against Arsenal is our 5:30 kickoff at the G-Tech Community Stadium, a stadium that's shown some real classics over the last 2 years for Brentford. Big wins on multiple occasions. Actually, by the way, Brentford are one of the only teams to have beaten City at the Etihad in recent seasons. They love a good win. I love a good kind of battle with City to Brentford. They play Arsenal later this evening. Arsenal, who, as it stands, could go up to second with a win, or even a draw would put them second this evening. But that is still to come. Stephen says we're still in it. Come on, Liverpool, we're still very much in it. There's still very little between these two teams. The only thing, of course, splitting them is that Erling Haaland goal. Everything else has been quite even, quite comfortable. Both teams having chances, both teams having opportunities, but 1 point they made during the half in the commentary was Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva was the key to Manchester City in that first half. If I look at his stats from that first half, he made 58 touches, 45 passes, of which 42 were accurate. That's 93% pass accuracy from Bernardo Silva in that first half. He made 2 key passes. He won 7 of his 9 ground duels. He lost possession just 6 times. He was fouled once. He made 1 clearance, and he's made 4 big tackles. He has been everywhere on the pitch for City in that first half. His heat map is quite impressive for a first half, and that's probably the difference in that first half. Bernardo Silva has been able to pick the ball up in various different areas and find the pass time and time again, something that the Liverpool midfield really haven't been able to do in that first half. Dominic Szoboszlai, McAllister, Curtis Jones really haven't been able to link up in that way and had that cohesion that Bernardo Silva's had with his forward line. And that's something I'm sure Jurgen Klopp will have a focus on at half-time and trying to resolve. Maybe they'll make a tweak in the system at half-time, maybe do something different, maybe trying to catch City out in the second half. We will see certainly what Jurgen Klopp has to do to try and turn this game around, or what Pep Guardiola will try and do to keep this game going in his favour. Remember, the benches, if I just get the lineups out, so this is how the team started this afternoon. If I get the benches up, if you look at the substitutes on both sides, City's bench looks a bit thinner than Liverpool's today. 2 goalkeepers on there, and Scott Carson and Stefan Ortega for City. A few young players in Bob and Lewis. But of course, Lewis made that point, getting his England debut in the last international break. John Stones wasn't fit enough to start, so maybe he'll not come into the game. Vardiol will be a good shout. Maybe if they need a change in defence. Phillips and Gomez as well can offer others. But no real out-and-out attackers there with a lot of experience on that City bench, compared to the Liverpool bench, where I feel they are stronger. And we look at Cody Gakpo, who has experience against City, who knows what these big games mean. Ryan Gravenberch, an unknown entity, something that City won't have much detail on. And and we'll try and figure out that out, whether Jurgen Klopp will make that change. Luis Diaz, of course, fired up after coming back into the squad after that difficult period. Got that late equalizer against Luton. He's been in good form recently. Luis Diaz, Harvey Elliott, another kind of player that loves to bring energy into a game of football and really changes the motions of a game. Elliott, who has done that in quite a few occasions for Liverpool this season. So there's a lot of attacking options there for Liverpool. Not much for City in attacking areas at all, with significant experience. Plus there's defensive experience there for Liverpool as well, with Konate, Quansah, Gomez, as well as Endo as well on the bench. So strong Liverpool bench, so Jurgen Klopp won't panic yet. He knows he's got players on the bench, and I'm sure he will still believe that the players on the pitch can still do the business to get them something out of this game. We will find out if Liverpool can. The second half is on the way in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Premier League Live. Let's just run through a few comments in the chat. Faye says you'll never walk alone. Troy says he thinks Liverpool will get beaten 2-0 this afternoon. Well, we will see what happens at half-time. City leading by a goal to 0 at the Etihad at the moment, with around about a minute or so to go until the second half gets underway. Do keep your predictions coming in. We'll read them throughout the game and throughout the second half and see what both teams can offer in the second half to come very, very shortly. Let me just tell you then, quickly run through what's coming up the rest of the weekend. As I mentioned, Brentford against Arsenal, kicking off at 5:30 this afternoon. That is before we have a double header in the Premier League tomorrow, as Tottenham host Villa and Manchester United go to Everton at 4:30. Double header tomorrow. Then tomorrow night we have the NFL action after a Thanksgiving week of kind of craziness so far. Week 12 continues with the Bills at the Eagles. That's tomorrow at 9:25, before we have the late game on the Sunday Night Football of the Chargers and the Ravens. That is tomorrow night late on LFS. That's all still to come. The second half from the Etihad, as both sets of players are entering the field, is on the way in just a second. Right, okay. Second half about to get underway. Just enough time to tell you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you haven't done so already. As you can see in the top corner there, 21,430 subscribers. We're on the push for 21,500. If we can get there by the end of this weekend, that will be absolutely fantastic. And we'll greatly appreciated everybody joining us this afternoon for this cracking Premier League game between City and Liverpool. One that is certainly gets the heart racing, the energy pumping, and gets the adrenaline flowing through your veins. It's just fantastic. There's no game like it in the Premier League at this moment in time, in this era. And we're about to get underway. All 22 players back on the pitch. The referee as well, who didn't mention in that first half, which is actually good news, Chris Kavanagh. The referee here this afternoon hasn't had much to talk about in the first half. It's been a pretty well refereed game as we await the kickoff. And now we have it. Dominik Szoboszlai for Liverpool gets us back underway at the Etihad for another 45 minutes. A more crucial 45 minutes than there was in the first half. This is the moment. These are the moments that change games, that change the outcomes. Nunez wins his header. Intercepted. City will have it back. Bernardo Silva, who was incredible in that first half. I made the mention of it at half time. Silva is one player that Liverpool need to try and stifle in this second half if they're going to take a bit of midfield control. We will see what happens there. Ruben Dias. Nathan Ake. Through to Bernardo Silva. Here he is. A bit tighter marked, but still finds that ball to Jeremy Doku. Back to Nathan Ake again. Doku. Space on the left. Now Ake. Pressured by Szoboszlai. Too much pressure from Dominik Szoboszlai will give City the free kick. Well, one of the main arguments coming into this game from both sets of managers really was about the intensity having a game half 12 on a Saturday after the international break when there's so many players on international duty from both of these teams. Some were asking, whether it is fair to have such a spectacle, such a huge game with such problems and such intensity like that after a strong and intense international break, which was Euro qualifiers international break, by the way, as well. Even more intensity. But so far, from the first 45 minutes, we've seen what both teams can offer. So whether they can hold it out for the full 90, we will see. Here's Alisson. Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool captain, out to Kostas Tsimikas, who of course is deputising at left back for Andy Robertson, who received that long-term injury. Won't be back until at least the new year for Liverpool, which is a big blow for Jurgen Klopp. In his defensive line, that full-back kind of partnership of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson has reaped many benefits and rewards over the last few years, winning big trophies, winning big titles for Liverpool with that combination. But Tsimikas has done a decent job so far of deputising in that role. Was a lot of concern about that when that was revealed. Robertson was injured. Jones, Tsimikas, back to Van Dijk, across to Tsimikas on the left, infield to McAllister, under the mark and spins away, spreads it across. Salah on the right. Here is Mo Salah, running against Nathan Ake. Plays it forward, trying to find Nunez a bit short. That from Salah. Blocked by Akanji, who can clear it. One back by McAllister now. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Trent Alexander-Arnold trying to break through. Battling with a few players and forces City to fire it long and out for the Liverpool throw-in. Better pressing that from Liverpool. And better from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He had very little of an impact. And surprisingly very little of an impact in that first half for Liverpool. Wasn't in his usual kind of form. He did make a few nice passes, but his standards are so high that when he's even slightly below that, you can recognise it. McAllister has got been gripped massively there by Erling Haaland. He does get the free kick, the Argentinian. So Liverpool get the free kick inside the City half. Jurgen Klopp is going mad again. That was a good shout, does Jurgen. Liverpool will get the free kick inside the City half. Tsimikas and Alexander-Arnold to take it. They're going to go for this long, Liverpool. Try and whip the ball in, get it forward. They've got Matip and Van Dijk and Nunez up there. The height. Szoboszlai, I think, is also up there too. Alexander-Arnold and Tsimikas over it. Alexander-Arnold takes it, whips it forward, headed away. Brought down by Alvarez, trying to carry it away, or City. Bernardo Silva fires it forward. Alexander-Arnold has to head it. Does well. They head it into midfield for McAllister. Tsimikas under pressure. Alexander-Arnold clears his lines. It actually turns into a lovely pass. Here's Salah. Salah breaking forward up against Ake. Ake loses out the second time, but Akanji on the cover. And there was a last touch off Mo Salah there, which will give City the goal kick. Some pass by Alexander-Arnold. They thought it was a clearance initially. It turns out to be an unbelievable pass forward to Mo Salah. One of incredible quality. And somehow it works out. But then City defend it and get it cleared. Here's Kyle Walker. Foden. Now Rodri. Back to Walker. Now across to Diaz. 5 minutes gone in this second half. And you can see Liverpool are trying to work it a bit better. City patient on the ball. They've got the lead. They've got the control. Liverpool that need to wrestle it away. Ruben Diaz under pressure from Nunez. Jota trying to press. Tsimikas also going. City find Walker now. Bernardo Silva pressured by Szoboszlai. That ball's intercepted by Alexander-Arnold from the Bernardo Silva cross. Alexander-Arnold trying to whip it in. The header from Akanji bounces off the face of Manuel Akanji and will be a corner, I think. Pep Guardiola looks a real stressed figure on the sidelines. Liverpool have a corner. I love the passion of these two managers. They put everything on the line. It's like you feel they'd be emotionally exhausted after a game like this. As are a lot of people. Corner on the right-hand side for Liverpool. Their first opportunity to whip a ball in the second half. Put pressure on the City defence. Kostas Tsimikas to take. Left-footed, in-swinging corner. Whip to the back post. Simple catch for Edison. Not as much threat as Liverpool would have expected from that. Edison tried to go long. Alexander-Arnold picks it up. Szoboszlai fires it out to the left for Jota. Heads it down. Heads it forward. Jota, but really good covering by Kyle Walker there. And now the ball's fired forward. Haaland. Now Alvarez. Got Doku wide. Gives it wide to Doku. Up against McAllister. Tried to pull him back. Here's Jeremy Doku. Cuts it back. Alvarez over the bar. What a chance for Man City. McAllister tried to stop him, but there was nothing stopping Jeremy Doku in that pace. Absolutely electric. Bursting past McAllister, cuts it back to the edge for Alvarez, and he side foots it, skies it, leaning back over the bar for a Liverpool goal kick. But that's a huge opportunity for City there. Huge opportunity to do so much better, and Pep Guardiola knows it. I would love to have manager cam. I've said it multiple times. Actually, a worry here for Liverpool. Jota is down, receiving a bit of treatment, so there might be an issue here. We'll see what happens of this. But I would love to have manager cam. I think they're going to make a change, Liverpool. Maybe a double change, actually. I think they need manager cam, especially for these types of games. Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola will just be absolutely box office to watch them all the way through the match. It would be incredible. Liverpool look like they're going to make a double change. Luis Diaz and Ryan Gravenberch are getting ready on the sidelines. Jota's back to his feet. Not looking the most comfortable walking off, but he is walking off, which is a positive sign for Liverpool. But maybe a difference in attack. Luis Diaz, I'm sure, will be picking up that role, but they're going to make another change, Liverpool, so there will be another player leaving the field. Jurgen Klopp wants something different. 8.5 minutes in, it's very uncharacteristic from Jurgen Klopp to make early changes, especially in the second half. Will that change? Jota coming off. He is being replaced by Luis Diaz. And then Curtis Jones is also going to make way. He's going to be replaced by Ryan Gravenberch. So Jota and Jones off. And Gravenberch and Diaz on for Liverpool. Double change for Jurgen Klopp. 9 minutes into the second half. With Liverpool trailing 1-0. Tsimikas gives it away. Poor ball. Bernardo Silva finds Foden. Foden on the right hand side. Lovely flick to find Rodri. Rodri with a cross. Alexander-Arnold with a header and followed up by Haaland over the bar. Another half chance for Erling Haaland there. Another opportunity. Goal kick for Liverpool. Alisson takes. First header won by Akanji. Doku passes it. Fires it right back into the defensive City. Akanji under pressure is Edison. Forces it wide. Does incredibly well to find Walker. Absolutely wonderful. Kind of passing from Edison is incredible. Akanji under pressure now is Edison from Szoboszlai. Does well to get it to Ruben Diaz now. Walker. He's under pressure from Gravenberch battling. McAllister winning it back. Brought down by Gravenberch. Tsimikas. Diaz trying to run through. Blocked off. City will recover it. Here's Edison. Out wide to the right is Luis Diaz. He was blocked off from winning that ball back. Here's Akanji. Rodri. Now Ruben Diaz. City just comfortable in playing it around with their defenders. They did it multiple times in the first half. Edison will go long this time. Matip wins the first header, flicked on by Alexander-Arnold, brought down by Szoboszlai, sorry. Here's Salah, trying to carry it with him, does so. Cuts it back to Alexander-Arnold, the 1-2. Salah, Szoboszlai, Alexander-Arnold, Salah again on the right, up against Ake. And Ake gets the last touch, and that will be a Liverpool corner. Really good link-up between Szoboszlai, Alexander-Arnold and Salah down that right-hand side. A real good trio. Proper one-touch football that from Liverpool. And that gets them forward and gets them a corner. Slightly more inventive Liverpool. More patient. Not trying to run at the City defence as much in the second half. They're trying to work it more. Tsimikas with a cross. Gravenberch had the flick on at the front post but couldn't get it past anyone. Cleared away. Alexander-Arnold tries to whip it back in but giving it away. Here's Bernardo Silva trying to find Doku. Doku running through. Alexander-Arnold makes a challenge but Doku still has it. Here is Jeremy Doku. Incredibly keeps the ball. Bernardo Silva now. Here's Alvarez on the left for City. Up against McAllister. Forced out. Back to Bernardo Silva. Ake again on the halfway line. To Ruben Diaz. Rodri forward, finds Doku on the left. Ake to Rodri. Now Diaz. City patient. Rodri with the ball. Walker trying to go on the overlap. Keeps it alive. Cuts it back for Foden. Blocked by Van Dijk. Walker keeps it alive. Alvarez just blocked off by McAllister, but there was an offside flag in there, I think. Phil Foden, I think, was the player offside. So that will be a free kick to Liverpool. Just went a bit early there, Phil Foden, I believe. The flag went up from the officials there, and Pep Guardiola a bit frustrated about the second half so far. I mean, there's not much in it. Again, very little. But Liverpool still looking competitive. McAllister. Nice ball to find Gravenberch. Trying to break forward is Gravenberch. Does so. Gives it out wide to Nunez. Nunez finds Szoboszlai. Back to Darwin Nunez on the edge. Darwin Nunez breaking through and forces a last-ditch challenge from Nathan Ake, who is screaming at the officials. He wants a goal kick, but Darwin Nunez claiming that it was a corner. We'll see it again. Ake and Nunez breaking through. It actually does take a touch off Darwin Nunez last. Slightest of touches though. Quite easy to miss, but very, very close. Corner on the right-hand side for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold to take it this time. Tsimikas took the first two from the right-hand side in the second half. Alexander-Arnold trying to switch it up. Pep Guardiola's on the floor again. Alexander-Arnold with a cross. Whipped in. Headed away by Akanji. Still alive. Salah brings it down. Flicks it on. Cleared away by Rodri and Foden. Forcing it up the pitch. McAllister will recover it for Liverpool. Tsimikas. Good pressure. Tsimikas switching it across to Alexander-Arnold. Infield touch. Whips it out to the left. Taken down by Gravenberch. Nicer movement by Liverpool. Here's Darwin Nunez trying to open one up. Takes it a strike deflection. Matip will pick it up in the box. Up against Erling Haaland. Not a matchup you would have expected. And Matip just kind of falls over there on the right hand side. Gives the ball away. Nice City tonight. Carry it forward. Good covering by Szoboszlai to win it back. 30 minutes plus additional time to go in the second half. Liverpool still trail by a goal to nil, and they'll get a free kick here. Salah fouled by Alvarez. So free kick to Liverpool. 60 minutes gone. And this game is as intense now as it was in the first minute. Here's Szoboszlai for Liverpool. Szoboszlai with a deep cross to the back post. Takes a deflection off Ruben Dias, who clears it behind for the corner. City feeling like they're coming under a bit more pressure now. They're taking a few... just putting it clear for the corner on more occasions than they did in the first half. Just seem to be under a bit more pressure. A bit more worried, it seems, City. Tsimikas with the corner from the left. Out swinging corner, whipped across, headed on! Straight at Edison. I think it was Van Dijk that got the header on that one. The Liverpool captain. Both Matip and Van Dijk were right beside it, but I think Van Dijk got the connection. Unfortunately for him, it was straight down the throat of Edison, who got an easy enough catch on the ball. It's only Liverpool's second shot on target of the game. Here's Kyle Walker from that City catch from the Liverpool corner. Has the ball, gives it back to Ruben Dias. Rodri now, Akanji. Akanji's through ball, running his Foden on the right. Here is Phil Foden, who's offside. Just went too early there, did Phil Foden. So it will be a Liverpool free kick. The votes still keep coming in. Keep the votes coming in the chat. We'll read through the poll in a moment, see what you're predicting. At this point, 62 minutes gone, and Liverpool slightly in the ascendancy at the moment. Having a few good passages of play, but City look really threatening still. Van Dijk fires it long, trying to find Diaz, who hasn't really been into the game very much since his appearance, since coming on from the bench. Szoboszlai, nice touch by Alexander-Arnold. Outside of the right boot forward, trying to find Diaz, just a bit short. We picked up by Gravenberch. Lovely interchange, couldn't find the ball out wide to Salah. Given away now, Doku. Doku on the halfway line. Skips past the challenge of McAllister. Plays it across to the right. Here's Foden. Back to Walker. Intricate football. Here's Bernardo Silva. Alvarez. Now Foden on the edge. Foden with a cross. Just over the head of everyone in there from City. Bernardo Silva was at the back post, but couldn't find him there, Phil Foden. Liverpool get the goal kick from that position. Here's Joel Matip. Firing it forward again. Just gives away possession. It's just not necessary, that, from Liverpool. Just give it away. Foden. Bernardo Silva back to Walker now. Ruben Dias. Certainly closing the passing lanes, Liverpool, in the second half. Ake. City are making quicker passes, though. Up in the tempo a bit. And it's working out so far. Here's Doku. Walker. Back to Ake. Now Rodri. Ruben Dias. Rodri again. Out wide to Jeremy Doku, who's made the run down the left-hand side, up against Alexander-Arnold. Takes him on this time. Doku looks for the cross, takes a deflection. Bouncing up there, still alive. McAllister tries to clear it away. Gravenberch does. Edge of the box for Rodri. Deflection just wide. Corner. Cries of handball from City. Rodri incensed. Once a handball, once a penalty. Chris Kavanagh, one of the calmest men inside the Etihad. And I'm sure VAR will be closely watching this one. Rodri takes the strike, right-footed. Where's the handball? It comes off Ryan Gravenberch's leg. I mean, come on. That's never a handball. There's no hand in there. There's no hand involved. Well, that'll be clearly checked and cleared by VAR. It will be a City corner, though. Pressure's not over yet. Julian Alvarez to take. Will be an in-swinging. Or will they go short? Doku's here for the short option. Goes long. Whips it across. Back post. I think the header was off Bernardo Silva there. Or Ruben Dias, sorry. Will be a goal kick to Liverpool. 65 minutes gone. City 1, Liverpool 0. 25 to go. And we're as narrow as can be in this game of football. Neither set of fans are really comfortable. The game's on a knife edge. The next goal is crucial. If Liverpool get it, it's game on. If City get it, it's surely game over. But there's still so much time that anything can still happen. Here's Edison. Pressured. Ake back. Rodri has the ball. Back to Nathan Ake. Edison again. Ruben Dias. Across to Alvarez. Back to Edison. Liverpool trying to apply more of a press. Ake. Pressed by Salah. Finds the ball nicely to Bernardo Silva. And then there's the pass in lanes. Lovely movement. Here's Alvarez. Breaking forward. Trying to give it out wide to Doku. Look, pick it up nicely, Doku. Right-footed touch up against Joel Matip this time. Cuts it across. Gravenberch on the cover. Puts it behind for the corner. City trying to get back into the game. After a small spell of possession, good spell from Liverpool for 5 minutes or so, it's now City's turn to break forward and get corners. So much attacking quality on this pitch. Both sides still can completely destroy it, really. They can go nuts. We will see if they can. Here's Julian Alvarez to take this corner. Whipped across. Alisson misses it. Back post. It's in. And it's Ruben Dias. Although, I think Alisson is on the ground and I think there's a free kick given here. Chris Kavanagh has not given it. We will see. I think we'll see this again. The corner comes in. Alisson, he's battling with Akanji, but he just can't get the grasp on the ball, Alisson. Whether he was fouled or not, it's very close. And then Ruben Dias to follow it up with the back post. The referee didn't give it on the screen, on the pitch. We will see what VAR will say. But I think maybe Alisson might have just got away with this one. I think VAR are going to stick with the referee's decision, although we'll check it. I think Alisson does get a slight touch on the ball, though. And I think VAR have stuck with the on-field decision. So, foul against Alisson. And it gets Liverpool out of a dangerous spot. So, a foul against Alisson, which I think is very, very soft, to be fair. But that's the referee's decision. We've seen them given before. We've seen them not given. Let's just hope that that goal doesn't come down to be the headline at the end of the day. The goal doesn't count, and the game is still City who lead by 1-0. But given away again, Akanji battling. McAllister fouling there. Julian Alvarez, and that will be a free kick to City. McAllister just left a bit on Julian Alvarez there, so City will get the free kick. 21 minutes to go. Yeah, he just left the foot in. Yeah. Kind of just steps on Julian Alvarez slightly there. It is a foul. Good afternoon, Fun. Welcome into the chat. Good to have you with us again. Well, we've 3 players around this one, City. Alvarez, Diaz and Bernardo Silva, but I think Diaz is going to walk away. Bernardo Silva's over it. Alvarez is there too. City have a chance for a set piece. What can they offer? Free kick taken. Bernardo Silva whips it across, headed on and over by Rodri. Diving for it, heads it over the bar. I think Liverpool were wanting an offside anyway. He was miles offside. Rodri didn't hold his run long enough, but didn't matter. The ball was over the bar. Here's Kostas Tsimikas for Liverpool, trying to burst forward. Blocked off. Back to Van Dijk. Now Alisson. He's under pressure. Not been his best performance today, Alisson, but there might be a bit of something that City can work on. They've given the ball away again, Liverpool. Doku finds Bernardo Silva. This is the moment that Liverpool need to hold on. If City gets something here, that has to be it. Bernardo Silva dives to the floor wanting a free kick, but there's nothing in that. That's a goal kick. Fun says, need a Liverpool draw today for me, of course. Arsenal would like a draw, I would say. Of course. Then playing Brentford later this evening. A draw here and a win for Arsenal later on will put them top of the table, which they would absolutely adore. We will see. Van Dijk, nice ball to find Szoboszlai. Luis Diaz coming more central to pick up the ball. Finds it to Salah. Salah on the right. Feeds it forward. Darwin Núñez! Just wide from Núñez. I think Ederson might have got a touch on that. I think he did. Liverpool will get the corner. Salah with a lovely ball. Luis Diaz, first real involvement, and he gets a nice ball to Salah. Salah feeds it lovely through. Darwin Núñez takes it right-footed. It does take a touch off Ederson, wide for the corner. I think it was going wide anyway, but corner's given. Ederson had the last touch. Into the last 20 minutes. Alexander-Arnold to take this corner for Liverpool. Right-footed, whipped in to the back post. Good goalkeeping by Ederson. Comes and collects. Massive. Liverpool are going to make another change. Cody Gakpo's going to enter the fray here in a moment. And the next stoppage of play. See who's going to replace. Well, Jurgen Klopp, I think he's going to just go for this now. You have to. With 18 minutes to go. You're still in the game. Throw everything at it now. Got nothing to lose. So the substitution is coming. Dominik Szoboszlai will be leaving the field. And he will be replaced by Cody Gakpo. So an extra attacker for Liverpool. They'll go to a front 4, it seems. Maybe even a front 5. They're going to throw everything at this. An extra attacker on the field. Cody Gakpo replacing Dominik Szoboszlai. Nathan Ake to take this throw in for City. They are yet to make a change, Manchester City. McAllister battling to win the ball from that City throw in. Does keep the ball momentarily. Broken away by Doku, but the last touch is off Jeremy Doku. It will be a Liverpool throw-in. Not much longer to go. Alexander-Arnold throws it across to Virgil van Dijk. Tsimikas has to go back to Alisson. Don't forget, one more game to come for you in the Premier League this afternoon. Brentford against Arsenal from the GTEC Community Stadium. That's tonight at 5:30 on LFS. And a London derby. Well, if this game ends a draw, could see Arsenal go top of the Premier League table. We'll find out later this evening. Right. Here's Joel Matip for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold. Gakpo with his first involvement. Salah. Finds Gakpo. Makes the run down the line. Gakpo breaks it forward trying to find Salah. Slightly overhitting Akanji. That one's out of play. Will be a Liverpool throw-in on the right-hand side. Here's McAllister. Poor ball. Gives it straight back to City. Here's Alvarez. That's the thing for Liverpool. They've just unforced errors on a couple of occasions where they've played a slight ball that they've tried to work it and just hasn't been able to find the pass through, and just haven't been able to stop City on those occasions and haven't been able to find a way past City. Darwin Nunez committing a foul there on Phil Foden, and he will receive the first yellow card of the afternoon. Darwin Nunez. I wonder who would have put a bet on that Nunez would get the first booking of the afternoon. There you go. There we go. So yellow card for Darwin Nunez for that foul on Phil Foden. His second booking of the season, Nunez. Still a game on a knife edge. Free kick for City on the right hand side. Julian Alvarez to take. Got bodies in the box, City. See you later, Stephen. Hopefully catch you soon. Thanks very much for joining. Julian Alvarez then. 15 minutes to go plus additional time. And Alvarez to take this free kick for City on the right hand side. Chris Kavanagh blows his whistle. Julian Alvarez steps up. Right footed delivery across. Headed on but over by Erling Haaland. Goal kick, Liverpool. It's a good run, good delivery. Just didn't get the right connection on it, Erling Haaland. Just got just underneath the ball and fired it over. Alisson will go long. Out to the right hand side. Gakpo to try and win the header. Won nicely by Akanji. Alexander-Arnold wins the second ball. Nunez with a flick on. Ake clears it away. Tsimikas wins it back for Liverpool. Alvarez breaks that one apart, linking up with Foden, and Rodri back to Walker. Battling with Liverpool to win it back. McAllister. Diaz trying to break forward. Luis Diaz, nice first touch, and he's taken down there, but I think the referee will give free kicks one way here. Two players down, one for each team. Foden and Diaz both down. Foden holding his face, Diaz just sitting on the ground. We'll see what way the free kick's been given. He did put his left hand out there, Luis Diaz, but there's nothing really in that for me. Not much intent. Nothing really in that from Luis Diaz. He looks a bit bemused by the decision, but it will be a City free kick. 13 minutes plus additional time to go. The clock is certainly ticking down. There's only one team that's benefiting at the moment, and that is the winning team, Manchester City. Liverpool, the time is slowly but surely running out for them to try and capitalise, try and get that equalising goal. Lay it on. Walker down the line, trying to find a late runner. Van Dijk on the cover does well. McAllister back to Alisson, who fires it long up the pitch. But straight out of play from Alisson. That's uncharacteristically miscued again. He had a fatal one in the first half that was miscued straight to City to get them the opening goal. That one's straight out of play. The game's just gone a bit flat recently, but that's not bad because we need that at times. Here's Jeremy Doku. Can he spark this game? Burst it back into life. Ake. Doku down the left. Cuts inside. Finds Rodri. 1-2. Trying to get the link up. Matip with the first header. Followed up by Bernardo Silva. Comes across the box. Cleared away by Liverpool just about. Salah gets the bounce of the ball. Now here's Luis Diaz on the break. Bodies forward for Liverpool. Coming forward. Here's Luis Diaz. Poor ball. Gives it away. The referee gets in the way. Chris Kavanagh gets in the way there. The game stops, calls to a halt, and City will get the drop ball. But they have the counter-attack, Liverpool, and Luis Diaz, not a great decision. He carries the ball left on the wide on the left. He's got options on the opposite side. He tries to go for the switch ball, not enough height in it. Salah was running through, but couldn't find him. Well defended by City. Here's Jeremy Doku, though, up against Matip. Cuts Matip. Haaland, oh! Massive save by Alisson. Those are the fine margins. Cleared away. Gravenberch now. Maybe this game has burst back into life. Gravenberch forcing his way forward. Bursting past Rodri. Down the left is Luis Diaz. Up against Walker. Diaz taking his time. Taking a few touches. Cuts it across the box. Go all the way across to Salah. Salah. Alexander Arnold! The Liverpool man! The Scouser of the Liverpool team! Gets them back level! Fantastic from Alexander Arnold. Liverpool carry it from one end to the other. Taking their time. You think it's going to go away from them. Salah lays it off. And Alexander Arnold into the far corner. Finding Liverpool the leveller. And we have some 10 minutes to come here. Alexander Arnold saluting the fans. He hasn't had much of an impact for the vast majority of the game. He's not been the star man as usual for Liverpool, but that will certainly burst him into the spotlight for this game. What a finish on the edge of the box, right-footed into the far corner. It's a lovely finish by Trent Alexander-Arnold, and that is exactly what Liverpool needed. That gets the far corner, that Liverpool collective, the way end here at the Etihad firing. Jurgen Klopp's loving it, and that is exactly what this game needed. If it wasn't on a knife edge at 1-0, it is most certainly on a knife edge. Now, Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. There you go. What a game. And we still have another 10-15 minutes to go. Goodness me. Who knows what way it's going to go. On a pinpoint. On a knife edge. This game will be settled by one chance. Will there be one chance? There'll be certainly quite a few chances for both teams, but whether they can find the finish is another question. Rodri. City trying to respond. Here's Diaz. Over the top. Brought down by Doku. Ake. Now Rodri. City trying to go again. Gakpo trying to break it apart. Rodri picks it up. Finds Doku on the left. Here's Jeremy Doku. Blocked off by McAllister. Akanji battling. Loses out. We'll get the free kick there. Gakpo with a challenge. Not on Manuel Akanji. It will be a free kick to City. Good running by Doku. Really good physicality by Manuel Akanji. Both McAllister and Gakpo putting in challenges on the City defender, and he will get the free kick here. Edge of the box. This is an opportunity indeed. Around about 23 yards out. 24 yards maybe. From goal. A bit left of the D. It's perfect for a right footer. Alvarez and Bernardo Silva over this one. This is a massive opportunity for Manchester City after being pegged back just moments ago by Alexander Arnold's goal. Can they find another level, another gear to force it even further? Alvarez and Silva over it. Alvarez looks to be stepping up to take it. It's a right footer's free kick surely. Here we go. Whistle goes. Alvarez steps up. Alvarez strikes. Hits the wall. Cleared away. Alexander Arnold under pressure from Foden. Clears it down the line, does Alexander Arnold, but straight back to Kyle Walker. He finds a nice ball to Alvarez. Pressured by McAllister, but finds Doku. Doku up against Gakpo. Doku has to go back to Ake. Now wide on the left is Alvarez. Here's Akanji. Rodri. Flicking it over the top. Here's Jeremy Doku in the box. Doku trying to find an inch. Can't find an inch. Cleared away. Flick on by Nunez. Salah. Salah trying to find the chase of Gakpo. Good covering by Nathan Ake. Comes right across. Forces it out of play for a Liverpool throw-in. Oh my goodness me. I think we're all going to need to lie down after this. And Jurgen Klopp's not finished yet. He's made 3 changes. He's going to make 2 more. Harvey Elliott and Wataru Endo are coming on. Nunez off. Elliott on. So maybe this could be injury issues. Jurgen Klopp doesn't want to push his players too far. And Alexis McAllister is also coming off. He's going to be replaced by Wataru Endo. It's possibly internationals as well. A lot of players played a lot of international football over the international break, and Jurgen Klopp maybe just wanting to maybe even make a tactical tweak as well, as kind of allowing his players a bit of rest. So Elliott and Endo coming on. So all 5 subs have been used by Jurgen Klopp this afternoon. Soberschlei, McAllister, Jones, Jota and Nunez, all 5 subs, all being replaced by Luis Diaz, Gravenberch, Gakpo, Elliott and Endo. Pep Guardiola, on the other hand, hasn't made a substitution yet, keeping all of his players on the field, not looking to make changes. Alisson, Endo's first involvement. Alexander-Arnold, Matip, back to Alisson, under pressure from Haaland, finds it to Matip, out wide to Elliott on the right. Harvey Elliott, back to Joel Matip. Harvey Elliott was also in international action, under 21s for England. Oh, that's given away by Matip. Doku picks it up. Matip blocks. And that's a free kick somehow on the edge of the box there from Chris Kavanagh. The Liverpool players complaining. Doku's on the floor. And a yellow card for Joel Matip as well, probably for the complaining, I would say, rather than the foul itself. But we'll see it again. Doku breaking through. Gets past Alexander-Arnold. Looks like a good challenge to me. See this again. Oh, yeah, it's not a good challenge at all. Very good decision by the referee. From one angle, it looked like Matip got the ball clearly, but he got none of the ball, and that is a yellow card for Joel Matip, and a free kick for City. Another set-piece opportunity at a more narrow angle this time, so maybe more of a crossing opportunity for City from this free kick. 4 minutes plus additional time to go. City 1, Liverpool 1, here at the Etihad. Silva and Alvarez over it again. Silva crossed it the last time. Alvarez took the strike the last time around. What will happen this time? Bernardo Silva leaves it. Alvarez with a cross. Takes a deflection off a head. I think it's Wataru Endo. It is. Puts it behind for the City corner. It's a necessary defensive header from the Japanese international. City will have a corner on the right hand side. Foden over for the short option. Alvarez will take it. And we'll take the corner. They will go long. Whips it across. Right across goal. And Alisson is gathered. And he looked to be forcing it over the line. But it was a foul. He was pushed. Quite clearly pushed. I mean, the ball comes across. Trying to pin it on Alisson. Really good catch. And he's just pushed into his own net by Manuel Akanji. Alisson's complaining to the referee. But he's not being penalised there. The goal line technology had said it was over the line. It was over the line, but Manuel Akanji helped it over the line by pushing Alisson into his own net. It is a foul. There's no goal there. Alisson. Alexander-Arnold. We have so much more Premier League action to come. 4 more games to come this weekend. Brentford-Arsenal tonight at 5:30. Double header tomorrow as Spurs host Villa before Manchester United go to Goodison Park to face Everton. And then Fulham-Wolves wrap up the weekend on Monday night. There's a player down here for City again. Manuel Akanji. And Chris Kavanagh stopped the game. City felt that they were on the attack and wanted to continue. But with a head injury issue, the referee has to stop the game. So he has to pause the game. If Manuel Akanji is holding his head, the referee has to stop the game instantly. There's a yellow card coming out there. I don't know who for. Possibly complaining. Again, it's Bernardo Silva that's been booked for a complaint against the referee, saying that he should have let the game play on. But of course, with those concussion rules, they have to stop the game, the referees. There's nothing you can do. It's not the referee's decision. He has to follow the rules, and he has to say, I have to give a stoppage here. I have to stop the game because of the head injury. Bernardo Silva booked for the 3rd time this season for complaining about that decision from Chris Kavanagh. 90 seconds, less than 90 seconds, and the 90 minutes to go. How long will be added on? I'm guessing it'll be quite a few minutes, quite a number of minutes. Ake. Back to Edison. Press from Elliott. Good pass from Edison to Ake again, under pressure. Here's Bernardo Silva. Pressed by Gakpo. Fouled by Gakpo. Free kick, Man City. Just in the halfway line. Just inside their own half, sorry. City there. Just about. Manuel Akanji. Now Ruben Diaz. Last minute of the 90 for City here. On the attack. Here's Walker. Tries to force it forward. Finds a nice touch to Alvarez. Foden. Back to Alvarez. Nice link up Rodri. Now Walker. Trying to outpass Liverpool. Lovely from step in from Tsimikas against Foden. Battling. Gravenberch. Couldn't be kept in that time by Luis Diaz, and that will be a City throw-in. On the right-hand side, we will find out how much additional time we will have in just a second as we're about to surpass the 90-minute mark. We might have a good number of minutes. Let's find out. The fourth official puts up the board and confirms 8 additional minutes. Still a long way to go in this game. 8 minutes. Here's Jeremy Doku on the break. Doku on the edge, taking on Alexander-Arnold. Runs out of room. Goal kick. It's good marshalling there by Alexander-Arnold. One of the first occasions this afternoon where Trent Alexander-Arnold has been has matched Jeremy Doku on that occasion. Luke says, are you going to live stream Newcastle vs Chelsea? I am not, unfortunately. I would if I was able to access the game, but of course with the United Kingdom and that 3 PM blackout, I apologise, I won't be doing that game unfortunately, but we will give you the full roundup of that game. I'll let you know what's happening in that game after the 5:30 one. At 5:30 we will be here for Brentford Arsenal. We will update you on all the scores from around the 3 o'clock kickoffs. 5 of them at 3 o'clock. Burnley, West Ham, Luton Palace, Newcastle, Chelsea, Forest against Brighton, and Sheffield United against Bournemouth. All at 3 o'clock. You'll get the full scores here on LFS in the 5:30 game between Brentford and Arsenal. Here's Luis Diaz trying to find the run of Kostas Tsimikas forward there. It will be a throw-in on the left-hand side to Liverpool. Kostas Tsimikas with a throw-in. Back to Virgil van Dijk. Alisson. Alisson with a long ball forward. Trying to find Elliott. Blocked by Ake, who heads it straight out of play for a Liverpool throw-in. So a throw-in for Liverpool on the right-hand side. This game still got a chance for a winner in it. Still 6 minutes of the additional time to go. There's a lot of football still to be played. Van Dijk. Gravenberch. Luis Diaz. Here's Wataru Endo. Gakpo. Battling with Doku. Gakpo loses out. Endo can't win it back. Endo loses out. The referee's going to play advantage. But he was just waiting on the advantage. The advantage didn't come. Wataru Endo will get a yellow card and City will get a free kick. It was a necessary challenge for Endo to make, surely. Had to make that challenge. Was a late one on Jeremy Doku, but from a Liverpool point of view had to be made. And they've given it away here, City. After that replay I've just seen. Salah lifting over the top. Run of Luis Diaz will be marshalled out. The flag was up anyway, so it will be a free kick to City. Deep in their own half. Still anything can still happen. If you had to tell me that one of these teams would go on to win this, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. But I also wouldn't be surprised if this game ended a draw. That's how close it's been. Elliott on the cover. Good challenge by Gakpo to win it back. Alexander-Arnold fires it up the pitch. Salah with a nice flick. Here's Elliott. Surrounded by 3 players. No help there for Elliott. Alexander-Arnold beaten by Haaland. Here is Erling Haaland. Trying to carry the ball wide. And the deflection off Alexander-Arnold will carry it for a City throw-in. 4.5 minutes to go with this game. City 1, Liverpool 1 here at the Etihad. Ake with a throw-in. Akanji. Now Walker. Kyle Walker just inside his own, just inside the Liverpool half, finds it to Rodri, now out wide to Foden. Here is Phil Foden, working it down the right. Overlapping was Kyle Walker. Back to Foden. Now Rodri. Akanji. Finds Foden, now an opportunity. Walker on the right hand side. Cuts it back to Rodri. Rodri lifting it into the box. Option at the back post. Doku takes a touch. Bernardo Silva. Blocked by Matip. Silva keeps it alive. Whips a cross in. Headed away by Van Dijk. Followed up by Elliott. Ake fires it the other way. Doku takes a nice touch. City can feel the ascendancy working in their favour. Foden. Now down the left is Bernardo Silva. Silva working it into the box. Here's Jeremy Doku on the edge. Cuts it across. Tsimikas clears it away last ditch. Akanji's header's not great. Gakpo heads it forward. Walker heads it back to Ake, who can take it down for City. This is so frantic, this. No control. No composure. It's just pure and utter moments. Foden with the cross. Too deep, too much. Right across. And that will run for a goal kick to Liverpool. Get your final votes in. We're going to confirm what you've predicted in the poll. Get the final votes in. Last chance to vote. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. And the result of the poll is as follows. 45% predicted a Man City win. 33% predicted a Liverpool win. And 20% predicting a draw. From 863 votes. Thank you so much, everyone, for getting involved. Great having you with us. Keep those likes coming in as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. We have so much more to come here on LFS over the next few weeks, over the next few months, over the rest of the season. This season, and this is one of the cracking games that we've had this season so far. Back-to-back crackers for Manchester City, but different types of games. This one's been much more of a chess match at times. Alisson with a clearance, not great again. Given away. Van Dijk tries to step in. Tsimikas on the cover. Does just enough. Alisson's clearance is poor again. Liverpool not getting a let off at the moment. Here's Alvarez with a cross. Alexander-Arnold gets a slight header. Takes it away from Doku initially. Doku has it back. Gets past Elliott. Doku with a cross. And Ruben Diaz takes a deflection. Takes a strike deflection off Matip. Will be a City corner on the left. Alisson goes down. Holding the back of his leg. With just over a minute to go, this could be a big worry for Liverpool. Their main man at the back might be under pressure here. He's held back to his feet, but he's certainly feeling something, Alisson. Feeling the back of his leg. Has to get on with it. Last minute of the 98th. City have a corner on the left-hand side. Keeper's under pressure from Akanji again. Alisson, corner whipped in. Flicked on, right the way through. Erling Haaland at the back post, couldn't connect with it. Ever so close, and those are the finest of margins that separate a draw from a win. Haaland with a flick on. Ake was at the back post, but just couldn't get anywhere near it. Ever so close that was to a big opportunity for City to win it, and they just couldn't find the finish at the crucial moment. So goal kick Liverpool, and this is how close it can be. Is there one chance left in the game? Maybe for Liverpool. Tsimikas, Luis Diaz, Wataru Endo, nice touch, takes it down the left. Gravenberch trying to find Luis Diaz in the box. Diaz flicks it on. No one in there. Edison with a catch, and that might be that, really. And that's the final whistle. That is that. It's a point apiece at the Etihad. Something that Jurgen Klopp would have bitten your hand off before the game. It was a close game overall. Both teams had chances. Both teams gave absolutely everything in this game. And they were absolutely incredible from minute 1 to minute 98. And these teams share the points. City don't take a 4-point lead to the top. They can be pipped by Arsenal if they win later this evening. It's a point between these two teams. City, who had not drawn in their first 11 games this season, have drawn back-to-back games against teams who are on the up in Chelsea and Liverpool. Liverpool remain at only one defeat this season and still one of the best defences in the league. Alexander-Arnold, the unlikely goal scorer for Liverpool today, but they all count, and that goal meant ever so much to Jurgen Klopp and his team. A massive result here at the Etihad. City drop points. Liverpool will feel it's a point gained based on where they were and where they are in their phase and their transition period under Jurgen Klopp for the second time round. Pep Guardiola will feel it's slightly disappointing that his team had chances to win it, but both managers have given their all. Their teams have given their all, and it ends up a 1-1 draw. Fantastic game. And a real incredible game for very different reasons to the Chelsea-Man City game. A chess match at times. Both sides brought everything, left everything on the pitch, and they leave with a point apiece. Final score from the Etihad. It's Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1.